Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to insert lighting positions into your light plot. So let's get going. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to insert the Onstage electrics, and I'm going to show you how to make. The electrics, how to make the positions, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to be making a hybrid 2D 3D position. So in case there comes a day when you want to do some visualization or do some photometrics testing, you'll be able to do that and you'll be set up and ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the first electric, and what that is a 2-inch pipe that is 41 feet 10 inches long. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle. We're going to make a rectangle that's 41 feet 10 inches long, 41 feet 10 inches long by 2 inches. So here's our start of our pipe. So I'm gonna put this into its place here. So we're gonna line it up, okay, and I'm gonna move it over so it's right where it needs to be. So here's where the first electric needs to go. Now we're gonna make it hybrid. We're gonna add a 3D component to it. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to copy this rectangle, Control C, or you can come up and do Edit, Copy, and then I'm going to use a command in Vectorworks called Paste in Place. That's going to paste. Now, it'll paste it exactly where it was. So now if you see, I will select, and you'll see up here in the Object Info palette there are two rectangles. I'm going to deselect it, and then select one of the rectangles. And now I have to come up and I'm going to extrude it and turn it into a big box. And you say, well, why are you doing that? Pipes are circular. Yes, they are, but for the purposes of this, for light plots, we just need to have something that's 3D and vaguely pipe shaped, and this will do. So we're going to come up here and extrude, and we want it to be 2 inches. Okay, now we have an extrude. I'm going to select both items again, and what I'm going to do is to make a lighting position, the first step I need to do is I need to have both objects selected. Then I need to group them, and which, as you all know, group is Control G. Now we have a group. Then what I need to do is come up to, let's see, Spotlight, Object Conversion, Convert to Lighting Position, and we're going to call this ELEC number 1. Okay, and hallelujah, there we go. Here's our first electric. Now to create the other electrics, it's just a matter of dragging them and copying them and then renaming them. So I'm going to drag electric 1. I'm going to hold down the Control key, and I'm going to hold down the Shift key to lock it in place. I'm going to drag it right where electric 2 needs to be, right about there. Now you see this still says electric 1. I'm going to come up here to position name, electric number 2, enter, it changes that. We do that again. Electric number 3, enter, and electric number 4, right here. Electric number 4, enter. And then we are also going to create a front of house position, and this can be pulled out. We'll pull it out to about here, and we'll call this FOH number 1. Now if we were to do a 3D view of this, we would see that these guys would be sitting on the floor. You see up here under the Object Info palette the Z height? That's 0 right here. Okay, that tells us that these pipes are sitting on the floor. What we need to do is we need to give them a height. We need to fly them out, essentially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shift select all of our stage electrics, and I'm going to set the Z height to 23 feet. And now it doesn't look like there's anything there. Here, let's do a quick isometric view. Now you'll see it's a little bit hard to tell, but they're up in the air. Here's our pipe that we just drew, the front of house pipe. I'm going to come back to top view, and we're going to set the front of house pipe to 24 feet. And there we are. Okay. All right, so that is our onstage electrics and our front of house electric. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to insert booms and the cove and the box boom positions into this drawing. And it's really quite easy. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go, remember when we imported everything into our drawing from the last step, we'll click on Spotlight Demo, okay? We'll come down here, and as you can see, there are all of the folders that we imported, and one of them is lighting positions. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in a couple booms, okay? We're going to have some booms, some side light in this plot. So what I'm going to do is, see here is a boom plan, a top view. All you have to do, it's just a 2D symbol. All we're going to do is we're going to bring this into the drawing. So you double click and you kind of put it where you want to have it. I want mine to go right here. Okay. So now we have the 2D representation. Now what we need to do though is we need to label this, and we're going to put some text down there. Boom number 1, and I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit, clean this up. Boom number 1. All right. Go back. Okay, so now that's the 2D representation. Now we need to make the actual position for hanging. So right here is boom number 1, and we're going to actually make that boom number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So here we go. Here's boom number 1, and what we need to do now, we just can't double click and bring this in. We have to bring this piece in as a lighting position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and then right click, and you see up here it says make active. I'm going to make active, and then come over to our spotlight tool set. Yes, I want to back up. Thank you. And right here, lighting position object. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to select where I want it. Now we can move this eventually. I'm going to click once and twice, and here's the front view of our lighting position. Now I'm going to name this. I'm going to name it boom number 1, and there we go. There's boom number 1. Now when I can hang fixtures on here. Again, all we have to do if we want to make boom number 2, we'll copy it, and we'll put boom number 2 there. Rename that to boom number 2. Boom number 2, we copy this guy. We're going to bring him down just a little bit. Copy this guy up. Boom number 2. And we're off to the races. So that is how to install straight side light booms. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to install a cove or a box boom. And that is exactly the same way. Here is our cove and box boom, and I'm going to just double click on it because it's just a symbol. I'm going to click once to set it, and then adjust that, and click again, and there is our that would be our stage left box boom. Just do SL box. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to come over here to our lighting positions and find stage left box and cove. So again, this is a lighting position, so what we want to do is we want to select it, make active, come over here to lighting position object. We'll go right down here for now. Click once, click twice, and here is our lighting position object for our stage left box boom. Again, we can label this stage left box, and we're all set to go. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to put in a ruler. And again, rulers are really a nice addition to a light plot. It helps the electricians hanging. When you're creating your light plot, it kind of gives you a little reference to go off of. So I have a ruler here somewhere in the lighting positions. Right here, ruler. It's kind of hard to see what it looks like, but trust me, you can double click, and then it snaps to the center. So I'm going to snap it right here in the center. Double click, and it's imported. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one. Oh, I'm going to put it down here for now. It's not snapping, but I'm going to get it close and fix it later. Double click, and now, now we have. Oh, we're off just a little bit. I'm gonna bring that down to right there, and that is pretty darn close. So in this video, what we have done is we have made lighting positions. We've made hybrid symbols. We've inserted booms, the 2D, and we've inserted the actual lighting position boom. We've inserted a box boom and the lighting position for the box boom, and then we've inserted rulers. So now what you want to do is you want to work a little bit on your plot, and we'll be back soon.